Okay. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Right now, I'm going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. I had asked that Capricorn generalized energy. What is this reading going to be about? What's it going to be about? And I was being shown that many Capricorns are facing so much adversity right now. There's really a huge attempt to derail and detract from your growth. And it's just your time to rise. Now is the time for you to rise above the circumstance, rise above all of it. I love you. She's like, woman, let me sleep. Okay, let's get you guys some cards. Don't freak out. They're just cards. Hold on. She's scared of raspberries. My kids blew raspberries on her belly. I freaked her the hell out. So now any sounds that sound like ooh, any sounds that sound like raspberry, she's like, oh my God. Okay, so Capricorn. Whoo, the energy of this is just fabulous already. Like, oh my God. Oh, okay. This is some good stuff. This is really some good stuff. I mean, I've never really known Capricorn to be held down for too long. So, I'm not surprised. Don't worry. It's not a raspberry. Don't worry, Joy. She's so freaked out. Nobody's touching you, girl. No, you have to stay here because you wanted to come up with me. You have to stay here. You can't be walking around. Stay beside me. Come here. There you go. Come on. Stay beside me. It's all right. Oh, you guys got 2 cards. Almost done here. This is looking very interesting. Very, very interesting. Ooh, Capricorn. Okay. This is looking real good. Okay, hold on. You smell it? See, it's nothing. It's nothing. You okay? Almost done. Ooh. Sucky. This is just like, damn. Okay. So Capricorn. Energies are just booming. So card number 35, conscious connections. You have been in a circumstance for a prolonged period where basically you've been ignoring your needs. The people or the person that should be knowing your needs or being wanting to fulfill those needs have also not been concerned. And so there's a lot of disconnect that's occurred, okay? A lot of disconnect. And you're looking for something much more meaningful at this point. And I think you have been for some time, but now you're not willing to be quiet about those needs. Well, that's because your divine wisdom is returning to you. Card number 47, Sophia, divine wisdom. All of this amazing, amazing life lesson that you've been learning over the course of the time you've been with probably this individual, it's basically coming to a head at this point. A lot of your doubts are centered around their ability, or was centered around their ability to fulfill your needs, to understand what it is you need as a human being. And I think for some Capricorns, they've shown you that they're really, it's not necessarily that they're incapable of fulfilling your needs. They're just not willing to. It's a lot of selfishness that was going on. So you approach that hands off. You know, you were just allowing yourself to witness how this was going to unfold. Instead of taking certain types of action, you went ahead and you know, really was hands off and allowed it to develop the way the other person was wanting it to develop, how they chose to handle the circumstance. And because of that, basically a third party circumstance occurred. I don't necessarily feel like there was infidelity per se. It more seems as though both of you had already checked out of that circumstance, that partnering. And this could be beyond business. This could be a friendship. It could be not business. This could be beyond romance. It could also be business and a friendship, or what do you call it? Family. Okay. So the people that were involved checked out. They were just like, I don't even want to deal with this, totally hands off. And because of that checking out, a third party circumstance occurred, that polarization of the two of you being two different schools of thought. It then began to pinch and totally separate. So in that pinching off, card number 48, yeah, destiny. Your destiny was triggered to come forward. The events and the individuals that are now coming towards you are those who are in alignment with your truth, those who are in alignment with your authenticity. And so at this point, it's seeming as though the things that you were afraid of allowing to happen for you, like true happiness, true, deep, meaningful, lasting connections. What? Why? Does it make you mad? She's mad. So, yeah, that's coming forward now. The people who you needed, the things that you were afraid of because for whatever reason you kind of felt like you didn't deserve to be happy, you didn't deserve to be treated well. That old paradigm is crumbling. See, Miss Joy over here, she don't like that kind of behavior, right? Right, you don't like that. So now here's the beautiful thing. I'm just saying, Capricorn. Okay, girl, look at this. How do you feel about it? She's not interested. She's truly my daughter. Card number 13, power of attraction. So for many Capricorns, you're bringing to you the soul connections that you were needing in order to reach the next levels of your spiritual path. For some, this is an actual like soulmate connection. For others, this is a twin flame, twin ray connection. This is a very deep connection that's being reestablished. Notice how before what you were in, you guys weren't even looking at each other. You two were looking in different directions. Okay. And also to point out the intimacy that you start. She don't like your. Give me a kiss. She's like, go crazy girl, go. So I'm being told to point out the intimacy that you were sharing with whoever this individual is. This was all about a heart connection. Whenever you would be intimate, it was something for you personally that was coming from the heart. And for them, it's an act, it's just something that is pleasurable, something to pass the time. I'm bored, I'm in the mood. But for you, it was something so much more. And so that misalignment definitely was not going to be able to be sustained. And what ended up happening in place of that, something much more aligned occurred. So you guys are now looking eye to eye, full connection, full like reciprocal love, respect. It's beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see. Now, ooh, I'm loving this. I'm so loving this. Okay, so originally in the first stack, divine wisdom came up, Sophia. So that's like the higher aspects of self, trying to guide you, trying to get you to understand your soul's needs are so much different than what you're willing to focus on at this point. And then things happened. There was a separation that occurred. The destiny card came out. All of these things triggered an entire cascade of events that are now accelerating. And so card number 35, wisdom. Your wisdom here in this life is also rising. It's not just divine wisdom where your soul is being triggered to remember your purpose and all of that. Now your human mind, your consciousness is like, you know what? This was bullshit. I totally was just settling. I totally was just, fooling myself into thinking that they really were focused on me and we were looking at each other eye to eye and we wanted the same things out of life. No, now you're like, okay, I know what I want and I see it. It's right in front of me. It's looking at me right in the eyes. It's looking right back at me. We are focused on each other. And so that wisdom is now entering, trickling through all your different layers, entering the density of this 3D life. So you're totally becoming like this goddess or god rising back into the greatness that you actually are. Card number 33, ninth house, faith. Within your hand is your destiny. Within your hand is the blueprint for what this life is supposed to be for you. You have all the potentiality at your fingertips. You simply have to choose. You simply have to allow yourself to receive the messages from your own soul. Those messages are being delivered directly to your hands. It's time to say goodbye. See that? Goodbye. It's time to say goodbye to that old circumstance. You've outgrown it. Let that yuckiness be blown away in the wind. Card number 63, wind. The wind can help take you to higher levels of being if you choose to spread your wings. If you're going to choose to try and limit yourself, really close up into yourself, your wings will not raise you to higher levels. The wind can assist, but you have to choose to allow it. In addition to that, the wind is like breath. When you breathe, it's like the wind, the flow of wind. And so this is really a call for you to begin with communicating consciously with your higher self, communicating with this new potential partner, whether it be, a partner in friendship, partner in crime, a partner in friendship, a life partner, a business partner. This is someone who is an equal to you. Okay, you guys have the same things that you want to achieve, you want to experience. And so now it's time to talk about it. Now it's time to allow the winds to bring change, because it's on the wind that change is carried. And guess what else? As you went through that 3 of love circumstance where it was like, a hot mess, there could have been a third party circumstance, involvement or tampering of other people. Sorry. I just suddenly noticed my things were missing. There's a tampering that was going on that really caused an acceleration in the breakdown of that previous situationship. Well, now you're reverting back to a place where you were more balanced, where you understood your worth. Before, you were convinced that all you deserved were, the leftovers of attention, love, respect, friendship. um, you're going backwards. Two of love. Now it's just the two of you focused on each other, focused on replenishing and refilling the cup. So that's a beautiful thing. And for some, I'm being told this might even be the same person, that after this crazy, whatever this crazy circumstance is, this individual was able to transcend and enter this state. And so now you guys are focused. Okay. So definitely something that's progressing. Whether it be you by yourself progressing or someone new has been allowed to enter to travel with you. There's definitely a forward movement that's occurring. So card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. Capricorn, you are at the center of this. You're needing to set the intention for what kind of life you want to bring to fruition. You have all the components that you need to bring this to fruition. You simply have to put it into action, okay? Breathe it into being. You have to release the illusions that you learned in that previous cycle. A lot of that is still very much plaguing some of the Capricorns. The beliefs that were programmed into you by the harsh words, harsh treatment, sense of abandonment, sense of being attacked and vilified nonstop by the person you trust the most. So really, this can represent a business partnership. This can represent a very close and dear friend. It can represent some family member. It could be something romantic. Really, there was a lot of illusions inserted into your mind, a lot of self-doubt. And now your higher self is really asking you to release those illusions. You no longer have to believe in them. Limitations are simply beliefs and nothing more if you don't actually subscribe to them, okay? They're illusions. If you don't believe in them, you don't give them power, and then they're not able to limit you. Card number 30, routine. You got stuck in a routine of a mundane existence, one that had no satisfaction, one that didn't align with your personal worth. It was a lot. It was a lot that you were dealing with. And as a Capricorn, when you deal with a lot, you have a tendency to shut down, to get real quiet and go within yourself. And that's okay. But no, that routine is no longer going to be sustainable. Okay? It's time for you to change the positioning, the perception, the degree with which you filter things. And once you shift that filter into something that's more in alignment with your actual truth, with a raised level of consciousness, you'll begin to really dissolve the illusions. Okay? Card number 11, Pluto, transformation. Right now, you're going through a transformation. Transformations can be very difficult. They can be something that causes you to wonder if you have possibly done something to require you be punished in some way, maybe some karmic debt that's being repaid. No, all of this is a part of your learning process. You are not being punished. You are not unnecessarily suffering. Everything that you're going through right now is helping you remember the greatness that you are, the actual gravity of your strength, your tenacity, your ableness to not just survive, but choose to thrive. And you know what? Card number 5, as soon as you shift your perception, the beloved enters. As soon as you allow yourself to get out of your own way, oh my God, a heart within a heart. Oh. As soon as you allow yourself to get out of your own way, true, lasting, and meaningful omni-love comes forward. Omni-love is such a potent form of love. It's love in all its forms. Humanity at large has this misconception that love should be about cuddles, about being a cheerleader, about enabling behaviors because you're constantly forgiving. And no, sometimes love can be just as destructive as its ability to build you up. Okay, sometimes the most loving thing to do is tear down your entire world to make room, to clear space for a new type of existence, one that's more in alignment with your actual truth and power. So omni-love will hold you accountable for all the bullshit that you're doing, for all your lack of action, lack of decision that's leading to further perpetuating your suffering. So this love is a real type of love. It's going to hold you to your truth. Okay. It's going to hold you accountable, but it's also not going to run away. It's not going to abandon you as soon as it's inconvenient. So this is a very deep, profound soul, spiritual connection. What is this? Hold on. I don't know. Oh, I opened it right at the thing. Oh, see, the demiurge, power out of control, self-destruction, passion, malevolence, subservience, violence, psychosis. So here's the thing. For those where these two are different individuals, they're not trying to let you go. They're trying to destroy all of this goodness that they see coming because you escape from their grasp. You're dealing with a legit clinical narcissist. Let me pull out a few more cards. I want to get clarity on this. I definitely would like clarity. Because if that's the case, if this is an energetic enslavement, I'm just asking the Capricorn collective energy. Is it within my role to release that energetic bondage? Or is that tampering? I want to know. I want to know. I definitely want to know. Is this something that I'll be allowed to assist with, energetically speaking? Just see. All right, let's see. So 5 of Cups in reverse, hopeful outlook, favorable expectations, new alliances. Affinity, return of an old friend. Reunion. I would say that's a yes. Let's see. I pulled 3 cards for you guys to see if this is something that I'd be allowed to assist with. Card number 3, the Empress. Feminine progress, fruitfulness, accomplishment. Feminine influence, ability to motivate others. Your final card, 5 of Swords. Conquest, defeat, destruction of others, degradation, adversary may arise, revocation. I don't know if I told you guys this. I've said it in other live streams before, but I'm actually not a tarot card reader. My actual day job, my specialty is black magic revocation. I'm an exorcist. I come from the tribe of Michael. The tribe of Michael is armed with swords. 5 of swords, 5 being change. I would say I've gotten approval. So give me a second. I just don't want to drop all my cards. So here's the thing. I've asked and I've been given approval to assist, especially being I am of Capricorn as well. So here we go. My energy will always honor your sovereignty. Without permission from your highest self, it will not enter your space. I'm about to do an extraction, a revocation of this narcissist attempt to derail and interfere with the will of soul. If you'd like to partake in this revocation, all you have to do is just sit and enjoy. Why does Lucifer love Michael? Because they're brothers. Why wouldn't siblings love each other? Michael loves Lucifer as much as Lucifer loves Michael. Let's see. Are we trying to say this is Lucifer's fault? Because it's not. A human being decided to be a shitty human being to another human being. Parasites cannot do anything that's not already within your realm of potentiality. It cannot turn you into someone who is abusive if you don't already have the potentiality to abuse others. All it can do is amplify that which already exists. Parasites are not given the ability to create. So breathe very deep and very slow. I'm just looking for a song. If you're sensitive to energy, you might begin to feel very warm and mildly dizzy. Please make sure you're seated. Fire. Burn. Burn. All right, how do you guys feel? Do you have to close your eyes? No, you don't. You absolutely don't. So I went ahead and I removed all cords. I didn't just cut the cord. You don't just cut the cord, because like when you cut a tree down by its tree trunk, the roots remain intact and the tree regrows. Okay? Stacy, make sure you breathe very deep and very slow. Just breathe. Just breathe. You're welcome. You're welcome. So your power is yours. It's been returned to you. What you do with that is your decision. As a sovereign, you have the power to decide whether you'll use the return of your energy to empower yourself, to rise, or if you'll choose to continue to participate in cycles that drain you. So I'm told to share this with you. There was a question about Archangel Michael. So Sophia is the mother, okay? She's the mother of all mothers. It was her consciousness that became curious and began to create the flower of life, which then grew into the tree of life. Sophia is the divine feminine aspect of God. So if you want to bring up Michael, Michael was created to be her personal defender. With Sophia energy in your reading, Archangel Michael will defend you without hesitation. You don't even have to ask. Just knowing, acknowledging you need assistance, that recognition will allow him permission to fight on your behalf. Now, this is not to take your accountability for your actions or lack thereof away from you, but just know you're not alone in this journey. You're absolutely not alone in this journey. Okay? So take a deep breath. Make sure you don't walk around or get up until you're certain that you're not so dizzy you're going to fall over. Okay? I hope you guys enjoy this. If this reading resonated with you, I truly and wholeheartedly hope that your circumstance improves and improves quickly. Okay? Hang in there. Hang in there. You're not alone. So give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I'll see you guys again in a few minutes for the next ClairTarot. Bye.